How's it going, everybody? I will be reviewing one of the most popular characters of all time, probably the most popular character of all time in Marvel when it comes to superheroes, Spider-Man himself, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Peter Parker himself. He is such an awesome character and probably has some of the best writing I've ever seen. He's a relatable character that we all, as like normal people that like have minimum wage jobs, earn a living doing and things like that. That's how it is. Like Spider-Man has always been a relatable character, which is probably why he's such a popular character. He deals with bullies, struggles, and the basic day-to-day life that a lot of us people deal with. But you know how Spider-Man is. He usually goes around patrolling the streets, protecting the innocent, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's the person that helps the people that people look over, like the street people, like because Avengers don't have time to be in the streets cleaning up the streets when they're facing like cosmic threats and celestials and all this crazy stuff. So Spider-Man is one of those characters along with other street-ish characters. Not doesn't mean they're street level, don't get that confused, because he can live over 100 tons and stuff in his base form. But like there's times where characters in comic books get this thing some would call temporary power-ups, and Spider-Man is one of those characters where he actually has one of those too. Like there's a time where he is known as the Captain Universe, the Uni Power Spider-Man, the Cosmic Spider-Man. He actually got powered up to the point where he became like a godlike being. He was on the Hulkish, Thor-ish level at the bare minimum, thanks to having the power Cosmic, the Uni Power, and some call him the Captain Universe. And but how strong was this actual Spider-Man when he was actually in this form? Because we know this is not what he always is in. Like this is a temporary power. This is a special event case, a limited series, because they can't change his core. Like, we grew up with him patrolling the streets, and we like that, him patrolling the streets, him being a neighborhood Spider-Man. So, like, crazy events happen. He ends up getting these crazy powers. But today I'll be reviewing this version of Spider-Man. What is his abilities? How fast is he? How strong is he? And what I think he ranks when he got this temporary power compared to other heavy hitters. Does this put him up there with the other heavy hitters? That's what we're going to find out today. In a weird way, one could say this is just a respect thread or feat run for the Captain Universe power, because debatably anybody that gets this power will get this powerful, debatably in that way, right? Today I decided to just do it for Spider-Man. I would more than likely make the title of this video like how strong is the Uni Power, or how strong is, Captain Universe, along with the fact how strong was Uni Power, Spider-Man, Captain Universe, Spider-Man, etc. The reason why I chose Spider-Man in the first place, because it sensed his sense of right, like, that's how it felt. Because he feels like he has a greater sense of responsibility. That's why the Uni Power stayed with him, I guess. One could say that the Uni Power is sentient, which is why I decided to stay with him. Throughout this feat run, you might see scans of Spider-Man like in his normal outfit, but like he's still powered up, but it didn't manifest itself to its fullest degree. Which is why you're going to see some of these scans like that. Just a heads up. The Watcher even confirmed that, yeah, it didn't manifest the stuff. Like, the time when he fought the Hulk and stuff, and, Grey Hulk, like, you're going to see that. Yeah, it wasn't fully manifested at that time. It stated here, utilizing the power without its awareness. Yeah, he didn't even know. AKA he was still limited. Thanks to this new power he has like this thing called super hearing now, like kind of like what, a Superman? Yeah, he has extra stuff on top of his spider sense he already had. Supervision, like, yeah, he actually has supervision thanks to this power Cosmic. If he wants to, he can actually tone his super hearing down, like if he wants to drown out the background so he can focus on something in particular. He was actually able to hear a sinking cruise ship, by the way. Then sees it with his telescopic vision. Yeah, he has cool stuff. Spider-Man got powered up in this occasion. Can literally see through objects. Yeah, he was fully powered here, as you can see. Thanks to him being in this new powered up state, he's actually able to fly. In this particular occasion, he flew Venom to orbit. With this new ability, he has the power of matter manipulation with this new state. Like on some transmutation type stuff, he turns like Mary Jane's like soda into like a rabbit. Like, yeah, he has that level of matter manipulation. By the way, this was a what if. He repairs the wall with his matter manipulation. Really cool matter manipulation to the point where he can actually transmutate his webbing into actual steel, even turning his webbing into adamantium. Like, that's retarded. Wow. Naturally having this, he got his outfit burned off. He created his outfit out of thin air, as you can see. He actually created lightning. Yeah, like straight up created lightning, like energy projection style. All right, let's get into more of his webbing stuff. So tell me why Spider-Man has always had a habit of making constructs out of his web, but due to his power Cosmic, he's able to do it to a much higher degree, like literally making a support beam out of web, like an actual full, hard, solid construct to make a support beam. Literally was able to catch Madison Square Garden, like, yeah, that's strong. He literally created a web hand that caused a tidal wave, yeah, in one of the mini battles with the Tri-Sentinel. Literally creates a web bat. Was able to do somewhat molecular models out of webbing, atomic models. Yeah, this could be matter manipulation as well. He actually created it his web hand was able to catch and crush a missile, like an actual web hand construct. Like, look, you see energy blasts out of his hands as well. Can create web-style airbags. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Even web walls. I will admit, Titania is probably one of the most inconsistent characters of all time, but thanks to this new power-up he got, he was actually able to take blows from Titania. Like, somebody that we've seen fight She-Hulk before. So just give you a reference. She's not the most consistent character though, but just to give you a reference, like she's pretty freaking strong. He states that there was this gas that would have knocked him out as like normal Spider-Man, but he's fine as Captain Universe though. I showed this already, but yeah, Dragonfire is nothing for him. He just tanks it. It just burns his outfit, but he just makes a new one. So thanks to this being a temporary power-up, yeah, this is not going to be the longest video, but because, you know, he does have a limited amount of feats, but the feats he does have are pretty cool, and it just gives you an idea of where he ranks, even if these are temporary. They come from time to time in old comics, new comics. There's even a couple new comics where he has the Uni Power. With his new power, he's able to do this, lift this heavy thing up. But if I'm being honest, base form Spider-Man probably could have did this, if I'm being honest. So I'm just going to let that be noted, because Spider-Man has feats like this in his base form similarly. But here, it should be noted that he's doing it with ease, something he probably couldn't do, not with ease like this. For example, like doing stuff like carrying a cruise ship to shore like this relatively with ease. He probably wouldn't be able to do it this easy, but he probably could still lift a cruise ship. Well, maybe a small one, because them cruise ships be weighing like 50,000 tons. This doesn't look like a fully loaded cruise ship. This is like a ship, but like, you know, maybe it's just the drawing style. Who knows? Now, this is something he could do in his base form. Lifts this up with ease. Nothing super flashy when it comes to his speed feats. I mean, he's doing stuff that he more than likely possibly could do, because Spider-Man, when it comes to his base form, is really good when it comes to his speed. Just some showings of his speed, being able to dodge attacks, obviously, right? Dodging an attack from Captain America's shield. Did I mention he got in a scuffle with Magneto? He's able to dodge stuff from Magneto. Dodging attacks on another occasion here, something he more than likely still could do in his base form. Yeah, it's just stuff that he should be able to do. Like, he does this in his base form, dodging gunfire. He's always done this. But how strong is Spider-Man in his base form? Somebody that probably would give him a decent fight in his like base form, known as Goliath. He's able to kind of curb stomp him in this occasion here, showing his striking power, attack power differences, the new level he has. He states here he really doesn't know his own strength. Magneto, a powerhouse level being, easily is able to feel his impacts of his punches through his shield. And Magneto is a heavy hitter, guys. I mean, this is the same Magneto that can kind of block temporary attacks from the Phoenix, so has blocked several attacks from characters like Thor and She-Hulk before with his attack power, just to give you an idea of his, you know, how strong his shields can be. And, you know, for Cosmic Spider-Man to be able to do this, one could say he's comparable to characters like Thor. I know I keep on bringing up this thing known as the Tri-Sentinel, yeah, the three-headed Sentinel, yeah. He kind of messed up this three-headed Sentinel, things that be fighting mutants all the time. Broke through the shell of it, by the way. Probably one of the showings that make him the most impressive when it comes to this new power-up he has is that he's able to actually slug it out with a Hulk for once. Like, he's actually able to like usually when he fights the Hulk in his base form, he usually like dances around his attacks using his spider sense and agility to avoid most of his attacks and stuff like that. But this time it's a little different. He actually like gets more physical with the Hulk than before. Like, he gets more physical. His power level is in a whole nother level of strength, and he's actually able to physically slug it out a lot better with the Hulk this time, because before, you know, he would hurt his knuckles hurting the Hulk normally, right? It should be noted that this is the weakest Hulk form, but it doesn't matter. Any Hulk form is a planet buster, even this Great Hulk state. So this is actually impressive, him getting a slugfest and attacking him, dodging attacks from Hulk in this occasion. Even to the point where he actually punched the Hulk into space. I think every time I bring up Great Hulk, I always bring up this feat, but everybody knows this feat, the famous feat. The reason why Great Hulk is impressive, even though he's the weakest Hulk state, because he's simply the Hulk that literally was that same Hulk that busted an asteroid that was literally 2 times the size of Earth, and the asteroid was really going to destroy the Earth. This Great Hulk that Spider-Man's fighting did this. So just getting you an idea of how strong this Hulk was. Just to give you an idea of this incredible might of this Spider-Man, like this Spider-Man wasn't evidently even in its fullest potential when it comes to Uni Power, because it was just manifesting itself and he wasn't aware. In a What If comic, when he had the Uni Power, he fought Thor. So What If comic, just something to be noted. In this occasion, he punched Thor in the orbit, able to slug it out with characters like Thor. In this occasion, yeah, Uni Power ain't no joke. I know it's a what if, but like, look, I think this is a pretty accurate representation of how it would be. I mean, the Uni Power is meant to put somebody in the powerhouse level, no matter who, you know, you are. I mean, Spider-Man, it pushes him to new heights. It's crazy to think about, man. He was actually able to fight characters like Quasar, Marvel. A lot of people consider Quasar like the Green Lantern of Marvel. He makes constructs out of his energy projection and stuff like that, like his quantum bands. I mean, Cosmic Spider-Man being able to kind of slug it out with Quasar is kind of a big deal, because this many people were having trouble getting through his shield, including heavy hitters like Hulk, the Thing. Yeah. He can even shoot constructs at light speed and turn it into a parachute. Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet, right? He shot an energy blast at Quasar. He turned that energy blast Thanos shot at him into a construct. Yeah, it's made it the same. Yeah, this dude's kind of powerful. I mean, Quasar has fought people like the Silver Surfer and gave him a run for money. A concrete black hole level being that you can blast away solar systems. I'm just saying. Oh no, it was a multiple panel fight and it was drawn out. It wasn't just no one little scuffle-ish type of occasion. Quasar has even fought beings like Blue Marvel before, showing off his fighting skills. So yeah, you got the idea. And that's why doing this to a character like Quasar is impressive for Cosmic Spider-Man. He states he does not know his own strength when he has his new power, as you can see here. I remember I brought up Titania earlier, but remember, like, okay, he actually blasted her with enough force to actually take her out, evidently. He could shoot eye blast as like an unconscious reflex, lashing out. He blasted Goliath to the point where he accidentally made him grow more. Does it on multiple occasions. Yeah, his cosmic power is crazy. Spider-Man's even confused, like, what did I do to Goliath? His energy projection or blast power is just so much where he literally just vaporizes cars. Like, he vaporizes it. He has that much attack power. Like, I wasn't playing when I say he fought it out with Magneto. Literally destroyed stuff that Magneto's throwing at him in this occasion. I know I keep going back and forth to the Magneto fight. He even does this to a kid like Graviton, a being that has gravity manipulation. He really is powered up. This is a powerhouse level being, confirmed black hole level being concretely. He one-shots Hydro Man, Shocker, like, and Rhino. Like, he's that strong with his new power. During his fight with Hulk, of course, he used like his little light manipulation or energy projection to like kind of blind Hulk with this ability here. This power cosmic ain't no joke. So evidently his body moves without him like consciously trying to move. Like, what is it? What, he's got Ultra Instinct from Dragon Ball Z now? Like, it moves. It just moves. With this Uni Power, he feels like he's on a totally different level. He feels like he's just too much for anything. He feels like he's the most powerful thing in the universe. I could totally understand why somebody would feel like this with this level of power. The Enigma Force. I know I keep going back and forth into the what if stories, but a lot of the what if stories have some nice, kind of gives you an idea of how strong he could be in what if scenarios type of thing. Not necessarily, it's still a what if story, but it's just like, you gotta kind of, it's a what if story. You gotta kind of take it like it's a possibility, right? It's not like, oh man, he ain't that powerful. I mean, hey, they made a what if story for a reason. So, but in my defense, I did say this is kind of like a Uni Power or Captain Universe feat run too. So it's kind of like just leave you an idea how strong the Captain Universe Uni Power is, right? Evidently cleansed the world, evidently cleansed the oceans, cleansing mankind's careless exploitation of the sea here, purging communities of their toxic landfills. He's just sharing his services with all those that need it around the world with his Captain Universe powers. Like, it's just something Spider-Man would do. In the what if, he just feels like he's compelled and obligated to work as Captain Universe. It just feels like his responsibility. I'm still in the what if power. So he unifies the world by sharing the Uni Power with everybody on the Earth. Like, wow. This is Earth 13, by the way. I know I showed this earlier. I just wanted to make that clear. Captain Universe. He actually can't get his energy drained, however, though. It was stated that he was the most powerful being in the universe. As Cosmic Spider-Man, he could fly, had virtually unlimited strength, and could form his weapon into shape of metal force alone. Oh, by the way, even though he did punch Hulk into space, I just want to make something clear. He did go back and get him. Spider-Man's not a killer. I'm not saying this would have killed Hulk, but, at this time, nobody knew if Hulk could die or something, We already know in that recent comics, Immortal Hulk can't really die because he can just get resurrected, But this is before all that, so that's why I said that. Like, Spider-Man doesn't know all that. He just, to make sure he's all right. Oh, yeah, by the way, it states that Spider-Man says he doesn't know if there's any limits to this new power he has. And with his Uni Power, he's able to do this to a giant robot. He just shrugs off, attacks from a being like Graviton that made him feel like he's weighing as much as how he would be in the Earth's core, by the way, when he did this to Graviton. I know I showed this already, but yeah, just to give more context on that. By the way, in the what if story, he threw the world's trash into the sun. Crazy. Another occasion of him fighting Quasar, just for those that needed more proof of him fighting Quasar, breaking out of his constructs here. He even threw this being known as Terminus out of the solar system. Goodness gracious. Yes, I am well aware there are a lot more feats that I didn't include with the Uni Power, but that's because that, it's Uni Power is a vast power. It's been on a lot of different people. Today I just covered what it was like on Spider-Man for the majority of it, but of course, I will more than likely sometime in the near future be doing videos about it being on other characters and stuff like that, because it is, and I will be putting those, it's kind of like I might need to make a playlist about the Uni Power, like I could, because the different powers kind of scale to each other because it's still the same power source, I guess, right? Like, it's kind of a respect thread for the actual Uni Power itself because it is an amp. But on this occasion, I just wanted to show, you give Spider-Man respect on how Spider was a powerhouse for once. And it's something to love, and it's nice to see. I remember as a kid, I played the Spider-Man game on PS2. When I would get the Captain Universe outfit, he would have unlimited, like, health, unlimited, like, everything. He was unstoppable. He was an indestructible, like, a being in the game when you used the costume of the Captain Universe. Does anybody else remember that, where he had the Captain Universe and he was like indestructible in the PS2 game? That was just me, or was that just me? Let me know. But guys, that's just about gonna do it. I'll probably be doing more sometime in the future, but I'm gonna take a break from the Uni Power for a little bit, and focus on some other characters after this video. But like in the future, I'll probably do more about the Uni Power because it's been on a lot of characters. They don't have they have limited showing, so it's not like those videos gonna be hard to make because there's not that many feats to show. But yeah, I think Spider-Man. This is the one time when Spider-Man did achieve godlike power to the point where he was up there with characters like Thor, Hulk, etc., Silver Surfer. He should have comparable combat speed to them, even though we didn't see him actually, but he didn't have no trouble hitting them and stuff. So I mean, then there's that. I mean, Silver Surfer, Quasar, those type of beings. He felt like he was even overdoing his power at times. Like it's just one of those situations. But what do you guys think? Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. I think in this new state, he's at least in the solar system blast power ranges of power, black hole-ish ranges of power, multi-solar system ranges of power, can harm beings like Silver Surfer, fight beings like Quasar, even in the what if stories, even if they're what if, that's their interpretation. That's their interpretation of how strong he would be if he was to fight these people. But like, yeah, even in canon, he fought like powerhouses like Hulk. So I mean, if you don't want to take those what ifs seriously, he's already fought powerhouses in the actual canon version anyway. So then there's that. He has matter manipulation to the point where he literally can create costumes out of thin air, transmute stuff, and really cool stuff with his power. Like energy blast power wise, he's killed some heavy kind of minor heavy hitters like Titania and things like that. It's just, he probably more than likely overpowered kids like She-Hulk, if I was to be honest, if he was to fight her in this new state. I mean, because normally, I mean, he's punched She-Hulk in his base form and it would hurt his knuckles, but in this new form, he more than likely could beat characters like She-Hulk in this state. So then they're saying something. That's saying something of how much powerful he is. Spider-Man. But the thing about Spider-Man is he doesn't need these powers to be an awesome character. I still love him without this power. But heck, I even love him the better without the power up because the stories are way better, well written, and he's just known for that, But it's nice to see little cases of heroes getting power ups that are far beyond the norm. What do you guys think? Do you guys enjoy this feat run? Is there any feats I missed? Do you want me to do more videos about this in the future? Do you want more Spider-Man content? Do you want me to do other characters? Requests, I take requests. Make sure you check out those playlists below. Affiliate links below in the description below. Make sure you check out those playlists. I cannot hammer that enough. Playlist, playlist, playlist. You will not regret it. I promise you. When you see them things, you're gonna be like, oh man, I got a marathon this thing. I'm just playing. But like, hope you guys enjoyed this. I want to see you guys on my page in the future again. Make sure you post them comments down below. I will see you later.